What's up, my fellow creepers and things that go bump in the night? Welcome back, back to another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin, your friendly neighborhood sinner. You should know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, ding that little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. This past weekend, I had the distinct pleasure, maybe displeasure, of seeing the latest installment of a film, and I'm speaking, of course, of The Strangers, Chapter 1.
Because you're here.
This is my spoiler review, guys. So if you're not into it, go check out my spoiler-free review in the description below on my TikTok. Make sure you give me a follow over there as well. Spread the word, repost, share, like, heart, anything, any support. It means a lot, guys. And do the same over here. I'm trying to climb my numbers, guys.
Help me, nigga.
Let's get into this. Let's start off with the good things that I liked. I loved the way this thing was shot. The cinematic was amazing. The landscape was amazing. Just the different shots of the greenery and all that. And that's about it. Okay, guys.
That's all, folks.
Familiar with The Strangers. Now, there was one in 2008, and then they came out with the sequel in 2018. And it follows a distinct formula. Like, 2008, again, this is spoilers, guys, and I will give them their own video in due time, and maybe I'll do a versus, because I'm going to say this version, Chapter 1, just felt like a shot-for-shot remake of the 2008 version.
What did he say?
So maybe I'll go and make them go head-to-head and see who did it better. But like I said, the 2008, who started it all, it's a formula. They knock on the door, they invade, they kill, and somehow somebody always lives, and then they kind of just like appear at the end to like scare them. They do it in the second one as well, and they do that one. They do it in this one as well. The spoilers, the female survives, and he just appears in the bed next to her, and you just don't know what happens after that. Is it real? Is it in her head? Who knows? It's up for the audience to decide. Now, going into this, when I originally heard, I don't know if I've said this in previous videos before, but I do not like trailers.
What? What the fuck?
I prefer to watch a teaser, or maybe just read up a little bit about it once I hear that something's coming out, just to get me interested to go see it. I didn't need that with this. I saw The Strangers Chapter 1, and I was for it. I love the 2008, love the 2018 even more. They just did it great. Now, hearing Chapter 1, I'm thinking, I'm finally getting a prequel. I'm getting something like this is going to be their first kill, so we're going to see them humanized a little bit. They're going to be messing up and doing things wrong, just to, perfecting their craft as they go. Even still, with that not being true, that it's not a prequel, here in Chapter 1, I'm expecting a little bit more backstory. The only thing I got from this film is that maybe they're from Venus, but you don't know. And I know it's based off of true events. It's based off of true murders. And I did read somewhere that it was like, that's why they wear masks, is because the murders that they're based off of is like cold cases that they never found their killers. So you never know who it is. So I can kind of get that. We don't really need to know, I guess, like, too much what they look like, I guess, but I would like a little bit more backstory about like how these people came together and maybe what made them start going into this. I don't think it's just something you wake up to decide, I'm just gonna go kill him. I'm just saying it's like something that builds up over time, I'm guessing. I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying.
I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying.
But I don't know, I just want a little bit more backstory. I just want something to like let me know what these people are about. They just kind of appeared one day in the 2008, and then we kind of fell in love with them. And they did make minor changes. I know that the sackhead, I'm just going to call him, he is not really necessarily wearing a suit. He's wearing like more of an army jacket now. He's more of a hiker, again, because Venus is a heavily wooded area, so like kind of adds to that. But other than that, no big changes. Like, I didn't get no backstory. I was like left unsatisfied. And I will say this too, the 2008 version had that underlining tone of that the couple, one was the man asked the woman to marry him, she said no, so now they have this where they're on different wavelengths, now they're taking different paths in life. One wants to leave. They just don't want to be in the same room with each other. So having that underlining on top of being messed with, being toyed with, and eventually the stabbing and killing of the vibe, it made a great movie. That's what made it crazy. Like it just kept you at the edge of your seat the whole time. This one, there was a lot of dull moments, a lot of, again, that I love the shots, yes, but there was a lot of unnecessary shots of the top of the trees that just kind of made it feel like it dragged out. It was unnecessarily long, in my opinion. I don't even know the length of the film, but it just felt like it dragged a lot of it. There wasn't enough action, in my opinion. Even the basic jump scares, which a lot of generic horror movies rely on, that get you, wasn't even scary. There was one jump scare, and it was towards the beginning when he's gazing into the eyes of his beloved, that he swerves into the oncoming lane and almost hits a car. Other than that, it wasn't really too scary, guys. Like, I don't know. And then, like I said, with the underlying tone of them not getting along, this one did it totally opposite. They're in an Airbnb in the middle of the woods because they get stranded because somehow the car breaks down. And they're actually in love with each other. They're going somewhere to plan the future. Like, she's going to a job interview, and if she gets it, she's gonna move to a new city, and they're gonna start life anew. So, like, I don't know, with that, like, okay, yeah, he's gonna do everything in his power to protect her. Not saying that the OA version wouldn't have done that, but again, having that underlying tone, like, damn, she really crushed my heart. What is this guy gonna do? It's kind of left up to the wind. So I thought that's what the OA did great. This one, not so much. And I'm finding out that it's not just the reason Chapter 1. These films were shot all together. We're getting Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 sometime later this year, and it's gonna be a theater release.
What?
Which I'm all for. I love watching horror movies in theater. It's just going to, what COVID took away from us was going to the movies. I missed it so much. So now that, us going out there and experience movies again, I love it. But with that being said, it's also a double-edged sword just because I hear this film is getting ridiculed as well. It's like the reviews, you either love it or you hate it. And it's not doing so well, just being honest. So with that, they're not having the time and length to like, okay, well, the first one didn't work. Let's change it up and let's do this. They were all shot simultaneously, and they're going to be released later this year. So we're going to get the same tone for Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. I'm going to be honest, as of now, and I may have to watch trailers again, hating trailers. I might have to watch trailers for Chapter 2 and 3 just to get me interested in it. And I hope it's better, but who knows. Up to the wind, guys. Let me know what you thought about this film. Let me know what you thought about this review. Let me know if I missed any films. I know there's a couple of films I did miss that are actually on streaming, so I'm going to try to catch up with that, guys. So give me time to do that. And to rate this thing, to give it, I don't know. What would I rate this? I give it 1 thumbs up, maybe 5 out of, maybe 4 out of 10. It just didn't do it for me, guys. I don't know, to each his own. I recommend any film, even if I shit on it. So let me know what you thought about the film. Let me know what you thought about this review. And yeah, guys, subscribe. Hit the bell to let you know every time I upload. Spread the word, guys. I need your support. Yeah, guys, and like I always say, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.